So you're interested in taking advantage of the powerful Plex Media Player software for all your personal media playback needs. Then I'm here to help guide you through the process with an overview, installation, and basic setup of this program. Plex is without a doubt an amazing media player software offering a fairly easy setup and unparalleled accessibility. With the right setup, you can have your personal media up and running, and not only can you enjoy it in your home, but anywhere internet access is available. Think of it as your own personal Netflix or even Spotify. Plex has the ability to stream your media in the same way and can even do more. So before we get into setup and installation, I feel it necessary to explain a few things. First and most importantly, Plex requires a base of operation. This base is known as the server and will pretty much run on any compatible device, like a desktop PC, laptop, and even some media devices supported. Your personal media will be put on the server. You will then use other devices that you have at your disposal, like a PlayStation 4, Roku, or Fire TV, to download the Plex app, and with a simple code activation, similar to other streaming applications, you'll be streaming your media in no time. Now, with that being said, Plex has a special way of handling your personal media and does two specific things. The first obvious thing it does is directly stream your media to any device, and it can basically do this with most video formats, but not all formats are directly compatible with the chosen media device, which leads us to the second thing Plex does, which is transcoding. Transcoding is essentially a conversion process. Basically, Plex takes the original format of your personal media and changes it into another format that is compatible with the intended device. This way it ensures everything runs with no issues. Unfortunately, transcoding does come at a price, as it relies on the hardware that houses the server program to do the conversions. So what this essentially means is the more videos you stream from the server, or the more powerful the video is, the greater toll it's going to take on the hardware. Now, there are certainly several things you can do if your hardware is not up to good specs. For one, you can ensure that your formats don't need to be transcoded, also known as direct play, by making sure it's compatible with the device you're streaming from. Some applications can make this a one-step process. You can also convert your media from one format into another. This, however, is usually a two-step process and can take a lot of time, especially with older hardware. So what are you looking for in terms of your server? Well, based on minimum suggestions, you want at least a 4-core processor with a base clock of 3.2 GHz. With that being said, the highest you may be able to achieve from this requirement is just a single 4K movie. While Plex does have an alternative option that allows you to take advantage of a dedicated graphics card, a special membership is required outside of a few supported devices. The special membership, known as Plex Pass, is a premium that allows you to access more features that include live TV and DVR services, playback stats, and the ability to download your personal media to other devices wherever you may be. Hopefully, I did not bore you too much with the explanation. So let's get started with installation. The first thing you want to do is head to the official website plex.tv. Make sure and register first. Once you have registered and signed in, you should see the launch button located at the right-hand side of the screen. Clicking the launch button should bring you here, where you will be prompted to download the Plex Media Server. I'll be using the Windows 7 operating system for this example. Once the program has downloaded, open it to begin the installation process. Clicking the option button will show you the intended target folders for the program. You can change these at your discretion. Hit install, allow for incoming changes, and let the program do its thing. Once the installation is complete, hit the launch button. If nothing happened, don't panic. You should see the Plex icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Right-clicking on the icon will bring up a context menu. Click on Open Plex, and this will take you to the home menu for Plex. Plex does operate in your web browser, so just bear this in mind. I recommend keeping all your settings at default for now. You may find yourself wanting to make changes depending on how far you want to go with the server program, but I suggest trying out basic functions for right now. So let's add some movies to the program. To do this, we go under the Library section located on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on Add Library. A new window will come up asking you to select a library type. Select Movies. This will essentially create a predefined name for the library. Hit the Next button. Next, we're going to locate our movie folder on a local hard drive or storage device of choice. Click on Browse for Media folder. Locate your Movies folder and click Add. Depending on how many locations you have stored your media, You could do this as many times as needed. Before we add the media, let's take a quick look at some advanced settings. As you can see, there are options that can enable and disable some of Plex's features. The scanner option lets you choose between a smart scanner and a basic video scanner. Using the Plex movie scanner is recommended as it's there to help differentiate the commercial movie from a home video. That way you don't have to physically move certain videos out of the folder. The agent option lets you choose the database that houses movie and picture information, better known as a scraper. The Plex movie agent works pretty well and we recommend you use it the first go around. If a movie does not pick up, you can certainly go back to this option, change the agent, and do a second scan. We certainly recommend you look over the additional settings as you may find you prefer certain information from other places. For example, I prefer the ratings from IMDb to the ones from Rotten Tomatoes, and there is an option for this under the ratings source. Now we are all set. Click on the Add Library button. This will take you back to the main window where the program will start scanning in the movies from your storage device. Once everything is complete, you are now all set up to start streaming your media from any device that works with Plex. Now let's try running our movies from another device. For this example, I'm going to use my Fire TV 4K stick. Bear in mind that settings and more importantly formats may be different for each device. First, I'll need to download the app, then I'll need to activate it. Like I mentioned before, the activation works similar to other apps that you download. Just make sure you are signed in to your Plex account before doing this. Once everything has been synced, you should see the movies that you added to the library. I'm going to take a quick look into settings to see what options are available. There are just two options of interest at the moment, which involve switching my frame rate for movies and allowing audio to pass through my HDMI, something I recommend you do especially if you're using a receiver or a soundbar. Now let's try out a movie. As you can see, there are additional settings that allow you to change your audio. You can also select other movies by hitting the arrow key. As you may have already noticed, additional features are available which includes reviews. Let's start up the movie and go into video quality settings. Here you can convert the video to another codec, which can potentially give you better resolution than what was originally offered. Keep in mind that when you choose the convert option, the movie will be transcoded from the original format. You can actually see this in action if we return to the server program while the movie is running. Go to Status located underneath the Manage section. You will see the movie now playing. Click on the icon located on the right hand of the screen. This will give you information that includes what device the movie is being played from and what codec is being used. As you might have already noticed, the video is now transcoding from the original interlaced MPEG-2 codec to the progressive H.264 codec. The audio is also being converted as well. So hopefully this has gotten you all set up and ready to stream your personal media. If you're unsure of what programs you'll need to rip your personal media, don't panic as I've left some links to the recommended programs that you can use in the description box below. I also have a few videos that you can follow if you're using them for the first time. I do plan to try out Plex Pass and do a few more setup videos in the future, so be sure to subscribe as I will have more Plex content. For now, this is the Core, your resident entertainment techie, signing out.